Hello, my amazing, beautiful Australian business partners. I'm excited to be here with you today to talk about how we can intentionally discuss the business of network marketing and then do it with some urgency. I love network marketing, but I didn't always love network marketing. Maybe you feel the same. I don't know where you are in your network marketing journey or your journey here with LifeVantage. But I do know that most people fall in love with the products first, and then maybe some actually end up becoming distributors. The question is, do they become as much in love with the business of network marketing as they are with the products? And that's what I hope to help you with today, because I've heard it said, we've heard many times kind of the debate, do you lead with product? Do you lead with business? And I truly know, I know it's both. Not that you lead with one or the other. I think you're going to always lead with what you're most passionate about. Because what we're most passionate about is what we talk about. It's what's easiest for us to talk about. And so we do know that most people fall in love with the products before the business. And so naturally, most people are going to talk initially more about the products than the business. And that's okay. But if you want to grow a big business, an international business, then it's going to require more than just customers. You're going to need business partners to do that. And in order to attract business partners, you've got to have a business conversation. You got to have a love for the business. I've heard it said that if you want to build a business in network marketing, you can do it with customers, and that's kind of like addition. Adding customers one by one is building your business with addition. But if you'll add in some distributors, well, now you're building your business with multiplication. And so certainly we know things happen faster when they multiply, and that's what I want to help you with. I want to help you multiply your business. And so that's a little bit of why you would want to be intentional about your business conversations. It's to help you grow your business. You can build a big, solid business with predominantly almost all customers. I just think you can do it faster if you're sprinkling in and having some business conversations there, because I've seen that happen many, many times over. So let's talk about the what. Like, what do you have to do to attract business builders? What's that conversation look like? And I've said many times that you simply have to fall in love with network marketing. And that is very hard for many people to do. I certainly was not in love with network marketing from the very beginning. I had to fall in love with network marketing. And so when you do that, just anything you feel strongly about, it's easy for you to transfer that belief to other people. What you fall in love with, you feel. And people can feel what you feel. And so if you're not in love with network marketing, they can feel that. But if you are in network marketing, they will feel that as well. So how did I fall in love with network marketing? I had to become a student. I had never participated in network marketing prior to LifeVantage. We're now over 10 years, almost 11 years in network marketing, but just with LifeVantage. And I had to become a student of the profession of network marketing. There are a lot of people who are not treating their network marketing business as a business. They're not treating it as a profession. They're treating it as a hobby. And that's okay too. But most hobbies, they cost us money, right? Like, I love to fish, but I'm not a professional fisherman. And believe me, fishing costs me a lot of money. I don't want this business to cost you money. I want you to make money. And in order to make money, any business owner has to know their numbers. Okay, so I had to become a student of the industry. That's how I ended up falling in love with network marketing. How did I fall in love? Well, I became a student of the numbers. And I'm going to share some of that with you. not going to bore you with a bunch of numbers, but here's what I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know how big network marketing was. You see, the reason I had never done it before is because I didn't know that many people that had made much money doing it before. And so I know now that it's a multi-billion-dollar international business. I think we're pushing around $180 billion. Don't quote me on that. I think we're close to that. In yearly revenue. It's larger than many sports around the world, like in the United States, the NFL, the National Football League, doesn't even come close. The movie industry doesn't come close. The music industry, it's huge. And so when I found out how big the industry was, well, then of course I knew someone had to be making the money. And then I had to do some research on that. What do you have to do to be one of those earners of that income? And so you're going to have to know your network marketing numbers. And, most people think that network marketing is about selling things to your friends and family. And certainly when you fall in love with a product or a product line like Protandim, for instance, it's not about selling your family. It's about sharing with them because you're just almost obligated because you're in love with the product. And so, but here's what I want you to know in knowing your numbers about the business. All of your high six-figure earners, all of them, and your seven-figure earners for sure, they did not get to six-figure and definitely not seven-figure earners by selling to their friends and family only. They didn't. They found a way to get outside of that. They found a way to bring in business builders. They found a way to bring in people that get a vision for the business. And so, you want me to tell you when I fell in love with network marketing? It's about numbers. Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I introduced LifeVantage to my financial advisor, and he didn't want anything to do with it. And about 6 months later or so, we were having some financial conversations about investing my money with him. And he's like, "Hey, Brandon, how's that thing going?" And I told him, I'm making a couple $1,000s a month. And he goes, "Man, you must have really signed up a lot of people last month." And I said, "No, I only signed up like 2 people last month." And he's like, "Wait a second. You only signed up 2 people and you made a couple $1,000s?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And the phone went silent. And he said, "Brandon, do you realize that the program I'm setting up for you, this traditional retirement vehicle where, I put in $1,000 or $2,000 a month for 20 years, and at the end of 20 years, you're going to have, a 7-figure little nest egg there. Do you realize," this is his words, "do you realize that what you've done in 6 months, our program won't be able to do in 10 years? And that's when the numbers and the bell went off. That's when I fell in love with network marketing, because network marketing allows you to compress time. I'm teaching you guys right now why you should be intentional about this business and be excited to bring in business partners and be excited to have business conversations. You see, network marketing allows you to compress time. Okay, I told you a business owner has to know their numbers, right? Well, you need to know your numbers in your back office. You need to know the numbers of network marketing, but also the numbers of life. And here's what I'm talking about when it comes to compressing time in numbers. Do you guys know how much money it takes for you to be able to live on the interest or the residual income of a investment vehicle program? Some people are using 401s, or they're using the stock market or different vehicles, insurances. I'm just going to give you some round numbers. $1 million. Okay, we're talking business now. $1 million, when it's invested in some safe investments, will give you about a 6% return. No guarantee at 6%. If you want to guarantee, it's way less than 6% return. But if you've got a little bit of risk, you can get about a 6% return. 6% on $1 million is $60,000 per year, divided by 12 months is $5,000 per month. $5,000 per month. So the question is, first, can you live on $5,000 a month? And most people can live, or they can survive. They can survive on $5,000 a month, but they probably would want more if we're talking retirement. That's when you're supposed to be living it up, right? And so if you want more than $5,000 a month, then you're going to have more than $1 million working. Now, here's the question. Know your numbers, guys. This is when I fell in love with network marketing. This was it. This is when the conversation became so easy for me to have with people about LifeVantage. This is what helped me build a Pro 10 business. What I'm sharing with you right now, this is my aha, I'm in love business. I had made some pretty good business decisions up until I joined LifeVantage. Not that LifeVantage was a bad decision, but I had some good decisions. We were doing okay financially, but I didn't have nowhere near $1 million saved and invested working for me. Nowhere near. So here's the question that I want every one of you to answer in your head. And I'm not talking about your LifeVantage income. I'm talking about your income prior to LifeVantage, or if you're not doing LifeVantage full time, what you're currently still doing to earn money. How long do you have to do what you're currently doing? Whatever job it is, how long do you currently have to do it till you'll have $1 million saved and invested? Like it's after taxes, not earn $1 million, because you got to earn way more than $1 million to be able to save $1 million and then invest it. How many years will it take you to have $1 million? Knowing what you have, you know what's in your savings account. And do you know the answer for most people? Never. I'll never have that. And see, that is what excited me so much about network marketing, is you can compress time. You see, in a very short period of time, I think for Lynette and I, it was less than a year. It was about 8 months till we hit the Pro 6 rank. And at Pro 6, the average income of a Pro 6 in LifeVantage earns more than $5,000 a month. Yet it takes $1 million invested in traditional business to earn $5,000 a month. 6 months in LifeVantage, never in real life. We compress time. We, at 37 years old, had enrolled in LifeVantage, and before we were even 38 years old, before I turned 38, I was already earning more residually on a monthly basis than I would have ever earned in traditional business. See, that's when I fell in love with network marketing. You want to attract more business people? Then you're going to have to fall in love with network marketing and know your numbers. Now, let me tell you exactly how to do this, okay? Well, being a student's about reading, okay? But let me tell you how I get a lot of the people on my team to fall in love with network marketing. Anybody that I know that is just a customer enrolling machine, and they're asking me like, Brandon, I really want to grow my business and I'm not this rank or I'm not that rank. I ask them to allow me to be their third-party validator just a few times. But you need to put someone on the phone with me that has given you some indication that they might be interested in the business. And then I get on the phone with them, and when that call's over, the distributor, not the potential distributor, but the distributor that set the call up, they immediately call me and say, I get it. I know what I need to be doing now. I know the conversation I'm not having and the conversation I need to have. It's not that we have this perfect script or that we're saying this magical word. We have simply fallen in love with network marketing. And when you do that, when you're in love with something, there's naturally urgency. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, if you want to attract more business people to your business, find someone in your support system, some people call it your upline, that is a business builder. Find someone that is signing distributors up and ask them, hey, will you do a few three-way calls or three-way video chats? Will you validate for me a few times so I can just listen to you talk about the business? And I can assure you that you have a much better chance of converting them into distributors by using a person that loves the business and is signing distributors up. You have a much better chance of getting an enrollment with them helping you than you trying to do it on your own. Okay, so first step of how to do this is use someone that is in love with network marketing to be your third-party validator. That's the first thing I would tell you to do. And then have a plan for planting a seed, like a plant, planting a seed with your customers about the business. Whether it's in the initial stage where you're talking about the products and they're starting to love what they're hearing, and maybe they're to the point where they're ready to order the products, fantastic. Let's get that product ordered. And then what I'll teach my team and what I try to do to the best of my ability is that when that's wrapping up, I tell them, I cannot wait for you to get to experience these products, and I'll help you through the first couple of days and weeks with your journey, kind of, really getting this dialed in for you. And I really would love, like, if you're excited about what you're hearing now, I would love to share with you a much bigger story that I'm excited about with this company. But it's on your timing. You let me know when I can share that information with you because it's huge. Okay. That's what we plan to start planting a seed with those folks. Or you can also plant a seed with your customers by letting them know that they could possibly get their products free. You see, if you can get a customer to do distributor behaviors, that is phenomenal. And a lot of our best distributors were once customers, right? And so you start out in small steps. Let them know they can get their products free. Let them know that maybe they can earn enough money to pay for a cell phone bill or a utility bill. Maybe enough money to earn for vacations, right? Kind of stair step this by planting seeds in their mind, because no one usually signs up and has these grand ideas that they're going to be a 7-figure earner in a network marketing company. It's usually one step at a time, okay? So plant some seeds with all of your customers about the business. But you have to decide when it's the right time. It may not be the right time when you're immediately signing them up. The right time might be a little bit later. And while we're on the subject of timing, just know that this business is all about timing 100%, okay? And so I want you to be a good listener. So anytime, if you want to be intentional about adding business partners, be a good listener. Listen, and anytime someone's talking about how much they hate their job, the lack of money they have, the car they hate, not being able to go on vacations, not being able to get good food, not being able to be healthy enough, anything they're complaining around finances is a time for you to be a good listener. And then later that day or the next day, you call them back and say, hey, were you serious when you said this? And they're going to say yes. And then you say, hey, it wasn't the right time then, but there's something you've got to know that I am so excited about. It may or not be for you, but based on what I heard from you today, I think it might be great for you to hear. Are you open to taking a look? So guys, take that information and run with it. Fall in love with the business, know your numbers, and always be planting a seed along the way. I love you guys. I love Australia. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to see y'all at the next live event.